Yo! Welcome back to some Revival Gaming. It's me, your host, 918, back at it again, bringing you another wonderful match between two awesome players that I have a lot of respect for here. We got Pokology and Stockings. I've had the luxury of teaming up with both these players before and staring them down on the other side of the screen. Poco and I have played in Mushi League together, but also in Advanced Premier League. Meanwhile, Stockings and I have played also in Mushi League, but more recently too in Advanced Lower Tiers Premier League. And I'll tell you what, both these players are really good at what they do. They bring really creative and fun teams. And I'm honestly really excited to see what kind of nonsense they opt to bring today. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright. Suicune for Stockings. Aerodactyl for Poco. Interesting lead matchup here. I don't think this favors Arrow at all, but that's a solid 30% from Arrow. And meanwhile, Arrow lives the Suicune Surf, so probably more of a defensive set from Stockings, and Poco probably both have some level of bulk. Milo is now the answer as Stockings switches out to a Rock Resist, but now doubles Snorlax. Do you not eat a Milo Surf, but instead gets Hypnosis. Maybe an off Milo from Poco? T-Tar is now the response, and Magneton comes in. Interesting, maybe predicting some spikes. But nope, no spikes here. Instead, we have the giant lizard, which whiffs an earthquake because the Clay Doll Pokemon can fly. Or levitate, I guess. Poco staying in, predicting a double from Stockings and hitting another earthquake, catching Suicune for a solid 38% crit. That is a very bulky Suicune if it's taking this little. Oh, and Poco reveals DD at this point, ready to just end the game right here and now. It might be a little tough with the Clay Doll, but I don't think... Oh, Suicune 8! And gets the Roar off, so that's big. So now Suicune gets to stay alive for now, but at 7%, it's basically just fodder for a sack. And there's Umbreon! Oh no, Umbreon. Stockings bringing the Umbreon. Umbreon's pretty interesting because it can really, it's got Wish, it's got Pursuit, so it can trap Gengar, and ooh! I was about to say, it usually takes a couple turns for that to work, but now when you crit, good gracious. Poco responding now with T-Tar. Umbreon probably is Toxic, and Rock Slide missing, that really sucks, and getting Toxic for your trouble, oof. Bad turn for Poco there, that's quite unfortunate. But yeah, this is going to be tough now for a bit of an uphill battle. Celebi now coming in for Poco as Umbreon pulls a Wish. I wonder if this is last move Protect or Baton Pass. Umbreon's kind of cool because it is a slow passer. It's so slow that you can Wish and then Baton Pass. It'll take the hit. You basically get a free Wish to a teammate, which is kind of cool. But no, instead it's going to go for Toxic and Miss. Set the Leech Seed. So now Umbreon's on a bit of a timer, but Stockings, not wanting to deal with Leech Seed, switches out to the Sack Suicune, as T-Tar is taking more toxic damage, and now doubles out to Celebi. I almost wonder if it's better to not let Suicune just rest there, but I also don't remember if it was faster or not. I'm going to assume it was. But, I don't know, this is the type of situation that you don't want to be in. This is a really bulky core from Stockings between the Umbreon and the Snorlax, and then I have to imagine it's probably like a Ref Doll, but this is going to be tough to break without a designated breaker. Last month for sure from Stockings is probably like a Salamence or something. Otherwise, this is just Heracross food, right? So, even if the Bonk Beetle made an appearance today, I don't know how much it'd be able to get done. And now Aerodactyl has been poisoned for its troubles of switching in. Perhaps this Arrow can still get some chip going here. I don't know what move we can lock into that Stocks can't play around at this point. EQ's pretty good. Probably predicting Magneton as a sack, saying how there's no Steel been revealed for Poco so far, but Suicune also makes sense. Maybe burn a Sleep turn here. Yep. Poco going to take advantage of that, or the obligatory Clay Doll switch and go to Celebi here. That's smart. Heads up play. And gets a Leech Seed off on Celebi. Not Celebi. On Suicune. As Suicune chooses to burn its second rest turn here. It will wake up this turn. And now a double to T-Tar. I wonder if it's predicting Roar, or just a switch to Umbreon. Both covers both options here. T-Tar now in and ready to click a physical move that will do damage. Or just DD. DD works too. If this is DD double edge, maybe you can get something done here, but even still, I think you need a rock slide flinch or a crit here, or just completely miss wide to the left. That is... Oh, poor T-Tar. Someone needs to take this T-Tar to see to see an eye doctor, man. It is blind. Get that poor T-Tar some glasses. That's unfortunate. And Milo reveals Ice Beam and gets a freeze. That is nasty business from that Milo, which I have to imagine now is some form of more offensive set. Oh, I love offensive Milo. It is such a cool little, like... It makes Milo really fun. I already know this video is going to get less views because Milotic's here, but I do not care. It's off Milo. This is worth it, people. Don't click away. Oh, unfortunately, though, only a couple of freeze turns for Umbreon's able to get a wish off. It's now, oh, and Skarm is indeed last, so there is a steal, and Magneton will probably be able to get in here and spin away the spike. Or not spin away the spike. We'll trap the Skarm, and then Claydol will spin away the spike. But Poco says, no, I'm going to start playing mind games now knowing this, and I will go to Celebi, and that's probably the right play. HP Fire, solid. HP Fire, critical hit, solid. Wow. That is not a favorable trade for the Celebi, yikes. And a little Leech Seed coming out here. It makes sense, you know, don't want Magneton to go down, because then how do you beat Skarmory? Giga Drain, get a little HP back. I think that knocks it out pursuit range, yeah. Yeah, Umbreon still is not the strongest special attacker in the world, so you can indeed just sit here and Giga Drain it down and kind of just deal with it in this way. Unfortunately, I don't believe Giga... Oh, it especially doesn't, since the last move has been revealed to be Protect. Yeah, Umbreon, it's very bulky. So I think now at this point it's going to be a bit of a slog. And oh, Dugtrio last. Okay, so Stockings full team revealed. Dugtrio makes sense there as another option, so that way Heracross is only limited to 1 KO. And Skarmory gets its lair up, but also sadly sacrifices its life in the process. Rip and pepperoni. Celebi will pick up the KO on Magneton, but I imagine Dugtrio comes in here and just picks up. Yeah, now we're just starting to trade. Dominoes fall. It's not looking good for Poco. Yep, and there's just the forfeit. No. Checks out. That's a tough one. At this point, yeah, Dugtrio picks up Celebi and T-Tar. Not Milo, but Milo's an off Milo, so it's going to be pretty limited, especially at the full health Snorlax. I don't think Poco has a meaningful way to beat the Suicune anymore. Yep, this all checks out and wrapped up. But solid game one. Fun teams from both players. I love seeing off Milo. That is actually a really fun set. And Umbreon Magdoll. Always cool to see Umbreon make an appearance. So that was fun. Good game one. Let's go on to game two. Poco on the bottom, Stockings on the top. And that is Raichu. And there's Volt Tackle doing 49%. Gracious. And then it's Lumberry eating the Thunder Wave from Zapdos. This is... Oh my goodness. Raichu putting in the work, trading in with the Zapdos. And a little focus... Punch! Alright. Catching the Swampert on the switch. Poco doubling out now to Celebi, not wanting to eat the EQ, or basically anything that Swampert's going to throw out. Swampert going to double out to Charizard. Oh boy, not a favorable matchup as Celebi goes for Calm Mind. Oh, Calm Mind Baton Pass, and it's faster! Oh man, oh, this is a dangerous place if you're Stockings right now, because, ooh, okay, catching the Focus Punch is pretty good, but, Stock's Charizard is not doing more than Substitute would do, so if this is a sub Charizard, it's looking like a roll at best, but instead, nope, doesn't look like Poco has a Substitute, but instead is going to opt for repeated Fire Blasts. Hey, that works too, you're at +1, you can just do that. T-Tar now switches in to deal with the Charizard, but instead gets Dugtrio'd for its trouble. Dugtrio will be KO'd here, but will severely cripple T-Tar to the point that, I mean, Yeah, Declaw or just about any click would kill. So now we have Suicune, which takes a solid, like, I want to say like 30% from HP Grass. So this is pretty favorable. Poco opting right now to just sack the paralyzed Raichu. Checks out. In comes Celebi. As it Calm Mind's probably looking for another Baton Pass angle, and this is going to get really dangerous if this, Oh, no, just opting for Psychic to KO the Zard. That works too. As Metagross now comes in. This is probably looking to explode, right? Oh, no, Thunder Punch. It's mixed meta. Okay, so Thunder Punch. It probably has EQ, HP Grass, and Explosion. Swampert now switching in. Oh, but this is indeed an HP Grass. Thunderbolt, so it's probably Sub-Calm Mind with Thunderbolt and HP Grass. But honestly, this is pretty favorable at this for Poco. You can trade into this thing, this meta. Stock's not opting to Boom. Hang on. It's Jirachi. Okay. That's a scary sight. And it does a solid 51% to Suicune with the +1. This is looking pretty over. I think Poco's got this one in the bag at this point. Celebi should be able to Calm Mind and then either Psychic or if it has Giga Drain. Oh, hang on, there's Freeze. Hang on. We wait. Oh, nope. Thaw. Oh, no, just immediate Thaw. Okay. Yeah, no, this is super over. Shout out to Raichu for showing up and putting in the work, completely ruining that Zapdos. I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping to see it get a hit off on Suicune just to see how much it does and also how much absurd recoil it takes from Volt Tackle. But hey, that's okay. We got to see Raichu. Slum Raichu. That's crazy. Plus a nice little CM pass from Poco. Stock's bringing a fun offense team, but oh man, that Charizard was able to put in some work. If the Charizard and Celebi being faster just really kind of ruined Stock's game plan there. That's unfortunate. But hey, that's fortunate for us, the viewers at home, because that means we get a Game 3. All right, Game 3, let's get it. T-Tar, Zapdos. All right, this lead matchup can go a few ways. Okay, Zapdos opting to stay in implies that there's a Dugtrio. So this is going to be interesting how Stocks wants to play around this. Now switches out at this point to a Celebi, but once again, this does still imply that there is a Dugtrio. I would be careful if I were Stocks. Oh, and no, it's just Mix Zap. Mix Zap is looking to cause some serious problems right now. Good start for Poco as Stocks is forced to go to a Swampert, hoping that this is not an HP Grass Mix Zap. Switching out now to Salamence, that makes sense. And it is indeed HP Grass, so half of Stocks' team is now in the danger zone against this Pokemon. And oh no, not the Spoon Man. Oh, Spoon Man going for the Focus Punch. No. Nope. Alakazam getting absolutely dunked by an Earthquake, predicting probably T-Tar to come back in, but Stock says, nah, I'm just going to EQ this. Snorlax is now the response, and here comes Skarmory, which gets immediately paralyzed for its treble. Uh-oh. Focus! Punch! On the Whiff Toxic. Oh, man, this game is all over the place already. We were 9 turns in. This game is crazy. Stock's now opting to set up spikes, but Poco's going to just Focus Punch this thing down. And... bonk. 18% real damage from our good friend Snorlax. Although I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to really deal with that because of the whole threat of Body Slam para thing. But Poco choosing to pull it back, go to Starmie, picks up the KO on the Zootar. So this means this Starmie can freely spin at any given point in time. But instead, fearing the Jirachi, gonna go back to Snorlax from Poco. Poco's in a pretty good spot right now. This is pretty tough if you're Stocks. How do you want to deal with this Snorlax especially? Oh, especially now that I got para on a Celebi. This is looking a little problematic because here comes another free Body Slam. Solid 15% from Body Slam on the Skarm. Focus Punch? Nope, Body Slam. Oh, full para. Oh, no. Alright, this Skarm looking to be a sack angle at this point. Yep, and there it goes. What's going to come in now? Celebi back in, no longer parried. Probably going to click Recover here. No, Leech Seed. Probably banking on living. Yep, but it gets parried again. This is not looking good for Stockings. This Snorlax is looking to be a real problem. Paralysis switching out, and Jirachi's the answer. Ooh, and Jirachi tanks and no para. So, I imagine Poko's going to want to keep this thing healthy. Yep, in comes T-Tar. That's a good answer. Jirachi reveals Psychic, which makes me think it's either like a Sub-Calm Mindset or a Calm Mind 3 attack, a Super Rachi. Salamence is now the answer for Stocks on the EQ. Makes sense. DD Mence. DD Mence could cause some real problems here. Starmie is in DD Mence range. Yeah. Let's see. And Metagross. Okay, Metagross is the last, so there's our Rock Resist from Poko. This will be able to scare that out at the very least. And it just chooses to explode. Ooh, probably try to catch Swampert or Jirachi. But instead, Celebi gets sacked. That's not good for Poko. Oh, this is looking a little tough. I think Stockings has found a way to kind of claw their way back in. But EQ doing a solid 50% here. It'll be a clean 3-hit KO from Snorlax. Fire Punch. Oh, skillful crit. And boom, trading it out. Okay, this is getting really down to the wire. T-Tar the answer. This is going to be tough. DD-Tar plus Mix Zap. Gonna see if they can't get the job done for Poko, but that Hydro is going to KO T-Tar. Here comes Zapdos. Can Zapdos find a way to muscle through these two? It's a clean Oko on what's got to imagine to be the off-bird. Okay, here it is. Is it T-Wave last on this Zapdos? Because if it is, no, and it's slower. Salamence is going to clean it up in the end of the game. Wow, that was a close game. Oh my goodness. But in the end, Stockings found a way to claw back and get the 2-1 win over Poko. Wow. That was a really close series. Dang. Oh man, that was a good one. And then we have nice commentary from both players in the end. Respectful GGs. Good luck to both. And yeah, as sitting back at the commentary booth, holy moly, that was a roller coaster. That was a fun series. GG's to both players. I hope to see more from both of you guys in the future. That was a good series. But for now, that's all I have for you guys. Solid 3-game Stockings. Moving on. Poko taking a loss here, but hey, just because you lose once doesn't mean you're out. So we'll see him more in the future. And for us here over at Advanced Revival, thank you for watching. Please remember to like the video, subscribe if you want more, and comment down below what do you think of Ursaring, because Ursaring's awesome. I love Ursaring. That's all, folks. That's all I have for you. Hope you guys all have a great day. This has been 918. Later.